1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Shamil, Shamazel, Hassan Pfeffer Incorporated. Dateline, Miller Park in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Home of the National League Central Division leading Milwaukee Brewers. I was on hand for a quick and easy 2-game interleague series with the Brew Crew and the leaders of the AL Central, the Cleveland Indians. Man, oh man, I better see me some Bob Uecker. Not only was this my first road game of the season, but it was also one of my first opportunities to cover batting practice. I've covered mostly midweek day games up until this point, and teams typically don't take BP before midweek day games. I love BP and everything about it. I love the crack of the bat. I love the pop of the leather. I love the hustle and bustle of the media getting their pregame talkers in. I love old dudes passing it on. Part of me actually wishes I was ball hawking out in left center and taking it all in, but I got a job to do. I love the way it makes me feel, because the 12-year-old version of me would totally be flipping out with this kind of access. And that's what I love the most, the access. It's the only major sport that allows this sort of player-fan interaction. Football? Maybe post-game. Maybe. Hockey? No chance. Basketball? No clue. Don't cover it. Nothing personal, just haven't had the opportunity. I love the look of wonderment as young kids get an opportunity to interact with their baseball-playing heroes. A handshake, a wink, a fist bump, a nod, and the mother of all interactions, the ballpark autograph. Kids have gotten way more resourceful these days. Like this young fan with the sign. Not a bad use of $1.50 worth of art supplies in 10 minutes of your time. I like your style, kid. And you know what? It worked. Nice job, young man. Biggest difference between Miller Park and Target Field is the protective netting around the wells. No biggie. You just pretend the net isn't there and shoot right through it. Also, if you're wondering why I'm not wearing my skull cap, aka my black catcher's helmet, it's because of the netting. Upon further review, I maybe should have. Cover the bald spot. The outside wells sit pretty much in the same spot as Target Fields, but Miller Park's foul territory doesn't run parallel to the field. It's more of at a slant. No inside photo wells either. Dugout cellies are tough because of the TV cameras and stanchions, but with some pregame coordination between the camera operators and other photographers, it's completely possible. The major difference between Miller Park and Target Field is that there's a photo position right behind home plate. It's a bit of a hike to get there as you can't access it from the field, but once you arrive, you have super nice sightlines to the pitcher for this classic perspective. Not much you can do with the batters though. Case in point is the solo bomb by Cleveland shortstop Francisco Lindor, but the celly across home plate looks nice. There is also the game of musical chairs you have to play with the camera operator. Lefty up, move to the right. Righty up, move to the left. And the dance continues throughout the game. The Brewers are racing Johnsonville Brats! If I had more than 25 subscribers and this video was going to be viewed more than 17 times, I'd totally charge them for that. For real though, get at me, Johnsonville. I'm looking for sponsors. Seriously, this spot is the perfect vantage point for the famous racing sausages. All my money's on cheddar. What? I'm in Wisconsin. You gotta back the cheese in Wisconsin. Back to baseball. Pitcher Brett Suter was a hero in Game 1 as the Brew Crew topped the Tribe 3-2. Milwaukee starting pitcher Wade Miley left the game with an injury with 1 out in the first. Suter came in to eat up some innings. The lengthy left-hander only went 4 1/3, but he did hit a solo shot, his first career dinger, in the bottom of the third to give the Brewers the lead as he would go on to earn the W. He also made a diving catch on a bunt attempt and threw it to second from his backside for a highlight-worthy double play. Game 2 was dominated by a pitcher as well. This time it was the Tribe's Carlos Carrasco. The Cleveland curveballer went the distance, surrendering 2 runs while striking out 14 as the Indians bested the Brewers 6-2. He also added an RBI at the plate for good measure. Knowing that this would be a perfect moment for a Tops Now card, I quickly, whoa, wait a minute. You already saw that one. For real though, Cookie's Day at the Park was Tops Now worthy, and it did produce a card, but the photo wasn't mine. Believe me, this would have been a way better video if it was. Moral of the story, you can't win them all, and you never stop grinding. Also, I'm hoping to be back at Miller Park for another 2 games next month against Chicago's Northsiders, so fingers crossed on that, and running into Bob Uecker.